Hi, this is Arwen, and welcome back to another video. Today is sort of an episode of How To, which is kind of it's a series that got left behind, only had 3 episodes, but today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a cave. And so basically you just start off with a stone area. Okay, so once you're done with your cave, you take andesite, and every other block, not every other block, but every couple blocks, you replace one with andesite. And so this kind of gives the look that it's textured, right? And so you're going to do this with cobblestone too, in this kind of consistency, where it's like that much andesite for every stone. Okay, and now on the cobblestone. Once you're done with that, what you can do is you can grab more gray blocks. You can grab gravel, I guess, if you want it. You can grab ores, stuff like coal, iron, dead coral actually goes well with this a lot. Stuff like sticking it into the walls and things like that. As long as it doesn't look too textured, it should be fine. Once you're done with all that, you can stick cobblestone slabs in every couple spaces. Actually, usually most of them. But you gotta leave out a couple of them so it does look like it's not just in every single space. Okay, so once you're done with that, you can add small little details like adding grass and stuff like coarse dirt. So you can go into like corners. Coarse dirt is just dirt that looks better and it never grows into grass. And you can add this, and that really adds a second tone to the cave, and it makes it look nice because you're adding some bright greens for people to look at, and that just makes it look a whole lot better. And so when you're done with that, you can grab something out like water. Say you want water in your cave. You can do something like putting it in the wall and then having it flow out from there. What you might want to do is put it like further back in the wall, and then you can stick it like there, so it looks better. Or you can have it where it's coming from the ceiling, and then that way sometimes it looks better, but sometimes it doesn't. That way you also have blue in the cave. You can see that it changed a lot just from the stone to having the grass and the water in there. That really adds to it. And then you can add decorations and stuff. So say I grab sugarcane, I can do this, and I can put string on top of it so it doesn't grow, so it can have like multi-tiered stuff. So I can have 1 and then 2, and those won't grow because they have string on top. And so what you can do from here is you can add shrubbery and stuff, anything that really adds color, so people aren't just focused on the grays and it looks somber and dull. So you can add leaves, and stuff. Try not to overdo the leaves, because if you do add too many, which I've done before, it makes the cave look crowded, and you don't want it to look crowded, because in that case it defeats the purpose of adding all this stuff in. So once you're done with that, you can basically add whatever you want. Entrance caves, you can pretty much just do the same thing you've done here. For lighting, you can do leaves in the ground with glowstone, and you can do carpet and stuff. So here's some light gray carpet. Because this matches what stone looks like, you can put glowstone there and then put carpet down, and it'll just barely change. And then that gives you like the full light. Or you can do things like breaking one of these blocks, going down 2, placing glowstone, then placing leaves up, and then that also gives like a kind of a little bit less light, but it still gives light. And so you can do that to make your cave look better. Okay, so I think this is probably what your cave should look like when you're done. You can have some other things in there, but you can also add like survival stuff, and if you want to live in the cave and stuff, or if you're just using it for decoration, you can keep it like this. But you can pretty much add whatever you want. So yeah, this is what it should look like when it's done. Now I'm going to show you some other block palettes up on the surface of my plot, so I'll meet you there. So from here, these are some of the block palettes you can use. Of course, the stone andesite cobblestone thing, which works really well. And yeah, but you can also use stuff like gravel, and you can use corals. Gravel would obviously probably have to go on the ground unless you can hold it up with string, which doesn't always look good. But yeah, these are most of the blocks you can use. There are some others, but they're in the creative menu, just mostly gray blocks, and then just adding the color highlights. You can do some desert caves and stuff, though this smooth sandstone here on all sides is only obtainable in creative mode. And I'm not sure if it's obtainable in 1.14, but it might be in the future at some point. Then we have the ice and snow palette. And the problem with this one is that when you have snow, right, you can't put snow layers as the slabs there. You can't put upside down snow layers. You have to use quartz and stuff. And then you have to do the same thing with ice. But then another issue is, say you have ice here and you want to place slabs going, you want to place ice going up a thing, but you want to place snow here. You can't. There's no blue ice there. You can only place snow layers on blue ice, and of course snow. You can place them on top of that, but so you have to use blue ice for that, or you can use quartz slabs and stuff. So then we have the dirt and grass palette, which is basically for surface stuff and overhangs. It's mostly a brown palette at the top, and then using this stone palette below, where you can also use all of these here. But then, as you can see at the top, you have gravel, coarse dirt, podzol, and grass, and then the path block, which can be made with a shovel, right-clicking grass. So then that's how that's made. And then there's a lot of different light sources you can use. There's, say you're underwater, you can use sea pickles. What you can do is take a water bucket, place water down, and then place the sea pickles. You can do, if you want low lighting, you can do 1 or 2. And then if you want high lighting, you can do like 4 and stuff like that, 3 or 4. And of course you can use most of these underwater. You can't use item frames and torches underwater, but you can use everything else except, well, you can't use carpets, but sea lanterns work. Glowstone works. Glowstone seems to, there is no different types of light, but it does make it feel more like warm light than sea lanterns do. So yeah, that's kind of the other block palettes you can use. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.